Hi you guys, it's your girl Courtney Chanel and I'm back, but clearly I'm back with a story time. Hi Finesse family, okay? If you're new to my channel, just go ahead and subscribe because I promise you it's lit. I don't make promises, but that's a promise I can keep. Hit the notification bell below, go ahead and do that. And if you're a returning subscriber, then it's all love and thank you for coming back. I just appreciate it so much, right? I have a
Patreon too, link in the bio. I talk about game, finesse game or whatever. We gotta keep that low.
So this story time is just gonna be about this girl who was just completely obsessed with me. You cannot be friends with somebody that wants your life. I'm trying to learn how to weed out these type of girls, like the haters, the perpetrators. But it's hard because one side of it, you know, one side of who Chanel is trying to become, I'm trying to be more open or whatever. And then the other side is just like, nah, I'm closed. Y'all keep playing with me. These girls keep playing with me, period. Okay, so let's talk about it. So once upon a time, I was minding my business, all right? So I was working at the club and I have a video on that, y'all. It's in my story time. So I was working at the club or whatever, met this girl, and we were, you know, she was really pretty. She had a nice body. Not that I look for that in a friend, but it's a plus. So, you know, I was like, oh my gosh, she's pretty, she's bomb or whatever. And like, she said the same thing about me. But here's the thing is like, just because somebody's pretty and bomb does not mean that they have high self-esteem. And that I had to learn that the hardest way. So me and her started hanging out. And I introduced her to one of my best friends or whatever. She's on my channel, so yeah. And all three of us started like hanging out and stuff. We're gonna call the girl, the perpetrator, the hater, call her Cat, okay? Because she was a copycat. So we're gonna call her Cat. And of course, you know, I'll just keep calling my boss friend, all right? So me and her and my boss friend, we started hanging out. Now, me and my boss friend, we both had sugar daddies at the time. We had tricks in rotation. So we had guys spending money. We had the visas, you know what I'm saying? We had it on deck. So at the time, you know, we were trying to, because she was getting out of like a toxic relationship with somebody ghetto, somebody poor. We were trying to like put her up on game or whatever like that. But mostly it was my boss friend had just literally had told me like, you know what, I have a bad feeling about this girl. Like she just kept saying that and I was just like, yo, chill. She hasn't done anything to us. So it's like, stop tripping. Me and my boss friend, we ended up going on a trip or whatever. And when we came back from the trip, like I could tell like she was just acting super distant or whatever. She watched all my snaps and everything. I could just tell she was acting really distant. So I ended up, you know, calling her and I was like, oh, what's up or whatever, you know, what's going on or whatever. She's like, oh, well, you haven't been at the club. Like neither one of you. Keep in mind, my boss friend didn't dance. She was a front door, like a door girl or whatever, right? So she was like, yeah, she was like, you haven't been at the club, like you're just acting funny and all this other stuff. I was like, how am I acting funny? I was like, well, I don't really need to, you know, be at the club because I have all this money coming from elsewhere, so I don't be at the club like that. And so we know we ended up linking up or whatever the case was. And I just noticed like she used to wear like colorful hair and like box braids and just like a lot of stuff. And I just noticed like she had a very similar style to me. And my style was always like this, like the curly, long style. I used to do that a lot. But I just noticed it. It was just different, right? So when we started hanging out, it was like chilling. And she started talking about how she wanted a sugar daddy and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, she wants a sugar daddy or whatever the case is. And I told her, I was like, you know what? My sugar daddy, he has friends, he has colleagues and stuff. So I can probably hook you up. So long story short, that day my phone had died. So I had ended up texting my sugar daddy from her phone. Because I needed him to cash out me some money. Keep in mind, my cash app wasn't even direct deposited. You know how like you can get the cash app to direct deposit? My cash app wasn't even direct deposit. So like even him doing that, I never got the money because I wasn't able to press it into the cash app. You guys know what I'm trying to say. So it was just like a failed mission or whatever the case is. Just remember that though. So later on, like we were hanging out and stuff. We were at the mall and like she couldn't like buy anything or whatever. And I could just tell like she was like kind of like not feeling it, like upset about it, whatever. So I had offered to buy her a shirt, and she was like, "Oh my God, you're so sweet. Like, you're really a good friend. Like, you're really cool or whatever." And then I had ended up giving her gas money because she was going to go to work tonight or whatever, and she said that she'll pay me back. And I was like, I'm gonna pull up to the club too. So I was gonna go dance and stuff like that, right? So I ended up going to the club, but I didn't even dance. I just sat down or whatever and was just like chilling, watching the dancers, and then I would go to the door to talk to my boss friend. And so here comes Kat. She's like, "Oh, so you're not dancing tonight?" I'm like, "No, like I don't really feel like it." I said I was, but I'm probably not going to. And I know that was kind of shady because I know she was expecting me to partner with her that night, but whatever. So she was like, "Oh, okay then." So she ended up sitting, like, so the dudes kept like coming to sit down by the bar and like talk to me and stuff like that. So she kept sitting down talking like for like hours, for like 30-40 minutes. She kept talking, and they were like, "Oh, are you gonna dance?" They were asking her because she's a dancer. She has on a dance uniform. Like, are you gonna shake something? So she was like, "No, I don't feel like dancing tonight." What? So like, it's like she copies everything that I do, right? So anyway, you guys, I went up. So that very next day, I went to go get a tattoo. Yes, you guys. And I wish I had pictures of these things, but I don't even, like, I had to block this girl out of my life, y'all. So I went to go get a tattoo, right? And the tattoo is actually like on my bottom coming up or whatever. And it's like a butterfly tattoo, and it's go get it covered. But I went to go get it over the next day, and I had hit up my boss friend like, "Oh, you want to pull up?" And she was like, "Okay, yeah." So I didn't post it on my Snap or whatever. Like I said, like I was getting a tattoo in like a private area, so I didn't want it on my Snap. But my boss friend ended up snapping that we were at the tattoo parlor, and then like the next thing I know, Kat is like blowing me up, and I didn't answer because I'm like, I'm getting a tattoo, and I'm just like, I just didn't get it. But subconsciously, I felt like I didn't post on Snapchat because I knew that she was gonna like watch, and like it was just weird, right? So after I got the tattoo, I posted on Snapchat or whatever, and I had posted like the outline or whatever because I didn't, like I said, it was in a private area, so I just posted a little, kind of make it discreet looking. I just remember like her messaging me like literally like 5 seconds after I had posted it, and then she started like posting on her Snapchat like tattoo, and then like she's this fake, and she can't trust females, and that's why she don't have that many friends. And I just thought it was weird, right? Okay, y'all, but the story gets weirder because not only did that following week did she go get a butterfly tattoo in the same exact place that I got it, I ended up getting a call from my sugar daddy, like my numeral one sugar daddy at the time. And he was like, "Hey, why did I get a Cash App request from somebody named," let me not say your name, but somebody named Kat, right? I'm like, "A Cash App request? I said, for how much?" And he was like, "For like $800. I was like, "I don't believe that. Send me a screenshot." He's like freaking out. He's like, "Who is this? Like, who is this person?" And like, I can see her picture, y'all. Her whole picture in the, like on Cash App, I could see her picture. It was her. She sent him a request for $800. So I ended up calling her. She wasn't answering. So then I ended up going on Instagram. I ended up going on Instagram, and this is before Instagram story and all that. She had a post on Instagram, and it was like, "You can't be friends with somebody who wants your life." Oprah Winfrey. That's the post that she had. And I was like,
"Bro, you want my whole life."
So what I did was, I didn't even try to like beef or nothing with her. I ended up blocking her. I ended up blocking her off of everything, her number, everything or whatever. I told my SD like, please block her. Like, do not contact her or anything, right? She ended up calling my boss friend like over and over and over and over again until she realized she can call me private, and she started calling me over and over again. And she like started calling and hanging up, calling and hanging up or whatever. So like, I just like let it play out because I'm like, this girl is so freaking crazy, right? So you guys know how my Instagram name is codename Chanel, right? Tell me why she changed her Instagram name to, because she knew Chanel wasn't my real name, right? As we all should know now if you follow my channel. If you're new, Chanel's not my real name, but it's my alias. But the thing is, like, so you would think that she would change her, if she was to like be trolling, she would change her name to like codename Cat, because her name is Cat, right? You think she'd do? No, she changed her name to codename Chanel, but with an S. And then my boss friend screenshotted it to me and she was like, bro, what is this girl doing? Like, I'm about to leave it alone. Like, I'm about to go about my business. So my old Instagram name, it used to be codename Chanel, and I think it was like underscore. But I took the underscore out and just made it codename Chanel. Follow me on the gram, codename Chanel. I just really, I had to like let her go. And there's some parts of the story that I kind of left out because it was just like too bizarre and I just don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, it was just like everything that was adding up was really weird and she was being really weird. So after that, me and my boss friend have not seen her since. We have not seen her. Like, we've heard around about her and stuff like that, but like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care to have this girl in my life. I would care if I ever see her again or whatever. So that was that, y'all. That's my story time. Please comment below and let me know like what y'all think, because I just think that was just so weird, like really creepy. Like, y'all, she has a whole tattoo like me. There's somebody walking around with my exact tattoo, with my exact, she changed her Instagram name, or I think it still says cold name. Y'all, it's creepy. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And hit the notification bell below. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel because it's lit. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And as always, it's all love, and stay away from people who want your entire life. Stay away. I'm out.